So it has been a doozy of a week out there in UFO land, my friends. So one thing that struck me out of everything that's happened was when David Grush, our highest level member of the intelligence community that's come out and been a whistleblower telling us about all the crazy things they're doing behind the scenes and how they've been lying to us over all these years, he said a couple words that caught my attention. Not the alien stuff, not the craft stuff, we all know that. But he used the words ontological shock. And he said this was an ontological shock. And that made me think. I was like, huh, it is. So what that means, ontological is like basically the metaphysical study of origins, of being. You know, who are we? What are we doing here? Like, what is all this, right? That's kind of what ontology is. So an ontological shock would be like a shock to that system. Like basically everything that you thought you knew about where we came from, who we are, origins, all that kind of stuff, our purpose and our being, our actual being. It's the most important fundamental thing that there is. All that it's probably wrong, you know? And I hate to say that, but I think that this is the most important part that people need to pay attention to as we gear up for disclosure. And I don't mean disclosure like the government's going to say, hey guys, look what we got. Because I don't think they even know what they got. I think that most of this is consciousness based. Most of it is ancient. Most of it is far more advanced than their brains can handle, because you have to look at the big picture, and I don't think they look at the big picture. They're nuts and bolts people. Anyways, I don't think it's going to be disclosure like, hey guys, look what we got. I think it's going to be disclosure from our friends. And I don't think it's all up there. I think a lot of it's down there. And I think that at a certain point, they're going to have to intervene because they share this home with us, and we're not exactly being good roommates. And at a certain point, they're going to have to say, hey, y'all, stop it up there. And that is going to expose us to the truth, which is we're not alone. We're not even, it's not that we're not alone in the universe, we're not alone on Earth. And that's going to be something that people haven't considered. Most people have not considered this. And that is the ontological shock. And I think as we gear up for that sort of disclosure event, it is going to shake us to our foundation. It's going to make us question everything we've been told by our parents, by our teachers, by our government, by our religious leaders. Everything we've been told is going to be shaken. It's going to be questioned. It's going to be suspect, and no one's going to know what to think, and it's going to cause a lot of chaos. And I think this is why the leaders, and I use the word leaders lightly, the people in charge, have been so reluctant to actually disclose what they know, because I think that it's far closer to home than we think. I think that most of the beings that we're dealing with are descendants of us, have manipulated us, have probably engineered us, and probably live here. And that's not something a lot of people want to think about. We like to think about, hey, they are so far away and we don't have to worry about it. So I'll get into a lot of this in another video, but I think the most important takeaway from all this is the ontological shock. Prepare yourself, be humble, and realize that we might have been wrong. You might have been wrong. I might have been wrong. Most of the stuff that you've been told might have been wrong. And there's a very good chance that we just simply don't know. We don't really know who we are, what we are, where we are, why we are, and who is responsible for all this. But I think that the beings that have kept us in the dark for all this time are about to shine some light on some things. And we're not real sure what that light is going to illuminate and show. But I think that as we gear up for this and get ready for it, the people that are going to have the smoothest and most positive transition into our new world are going to be the ones that are accepting and open to whatever that light shows. So you have to release some of your fears, release some of your belief systems, and go into this new era completely open-minded and excited and ready for whatever that light shows.